How's it going, guys? I want to make a quick video to talk about the T-top. It's a Dolphin Pro 2 T-top, and I just have been getting a lot of questions about it, so I thought I'd just make a little video to explain what I have, how I kind of put it on, and so you guys can take a look, because there's not a lot of good YouTube videos out. I remember when I was searching for one online, there was no good videos, but from like my research that I did, this one seemed to be the best option for me for the money and for what you get. So let me just give you a look. So that's the front. Has obviously canvas. The canvas is attached by zippers. The big issue with the zippers though is they always would come off when I would drive. There'd be several just that would constantly unzip. I'd have to re-zip them every time, and you know, I ended up just super gluing, putting a little dab of super glue on each one, and that did the trick. Now if I wanted to take it off, it's kind of screwed there, but I'm not really gonna take it off ever. I also went with the quick release mounts. These little knobs, they give you an option when you build it to put in the knobs or bolts. That way, you know, you can just collapse it, you fold it down. If you're going under a bridge, you need to put it in the garage or whatever. So I've never taken it down, but it's pretty easy. I just like the option to do that if I trailer the boat somewhere, there's a bridge. Now the mounting part, it was a little bit of a pain. So there's these through bolts or whatever, little beams that support it. It was a pain to crawl underneath my console and then screw them in. Also, you have to measure them and then you have to cut them. So you need some power tools to do this job. And that was a pain, measuring them, aligning them. But between, you know, my dad, who's pretty handy, and myself, we got it done. The other thing though too is this didn't fit in the console the way I wanted it positioned. So this is a this is the Xpress 20-foot bay boat, and you can basically space the T-top out however you like. You've got these I don't know what you call them, but like the brackets or the mounts or whatever. You can space this out however far you like. So if you want, you know, the frame to come out farther, you can. For me, I wanted it a little bit closer in so that you still have some room to walk through. And so in order to do that, to keep it close together, we had to, you know, cut this fiberglass or whatever this composite is on the center console in order to get these fit in. And then it comes with screws. You just bolt it through the floor. We use some like marine grade glue underneath as well to provide a little bit more support. And you know, you can see cutting it wasn't the cleanest job, but you know, this is a work boat, so and it's strong, so that's all that I care about. And yeah, I mean, it's been very sturdy. When you put in the screw to fold it, it does make it a little shaky on top. If you put in the bolts, if you bolt it down, it would be less shaky. But that's really not an issue. I mean, I'm not running in really bad weather usually, or at least I try not to, so it's not an issue. What else? But yeah, the base is really solid. They come with really good screws. And so far, you know, knock on aluminum, it's been holding up really strong. I've been very happy with it. The one issue I'd say is if you're a taller guy, you may not like how the T-top is lower up here. If you have, you know, a boat like mine, the Xpress, where you have a platform in the back, you know, I'm only 5'7", and sometimes I hit my head on it, so that's kind of annoying. I got this as an extra, the rod holder mount. I like it. I have lost a couple rods. You're not supposed to keep any rods up here when you're driving. I would not recommend running with rod holders in inclement weather. But I mean, if it's calm out, you're running on a lake, I think it's fine. But definitely would not drive with them on there, especially on the road. That's basically it. I don't know. The canvas is holding up really nicely. I'm impressed. I really like the black. I think it just looks really clean. Hasn't got scratched yet at all. I mean, it's really good powder coat on there. So, you know, overall, I would buy it again. Yeah, I mean, a few minor things. I'd say the zippers are kind of cheap, but other than that, I'm very happy with it. You know, it was a kind of a pain to install, but if you have, you know, a handy dad and you have some power tools, you can get the job done. Yeah, there's a few videos out there of people kind of showing what they did to build it, but you know, you just follow the instructions in the box, you line everything up, you get your measurements to cut these. This was probably like the most complicated job, and if you do all that, it's not too bad. You know, you can get it done in a day, I'd say. If you have, you know, half a day, I'd give yourself a whole day to assemble it, honestly. And you need a couple people to hold everything together, and really helps out, makes a difference. All right guys, hope that was helpful. Bye.